So when I tell the bedtime stories to my grandkids, I like to mix some of the letters up on the words, so it makes it more interesting for them and more challenging for me. So the three little pigs become the Pree Thittle Igs. See what I mean? Okay, once upon a time there were Pree Thittle Igs, and they went out on the furrow to weep their fortune. Now the first thing they had to do was load themselves a blouse, you know, the hip in. Well, the first Thittle Ig saw a man staring in a condole of bra, and he said, "Please, sir, give me some bra to steal myself a blouse." Well, he did, and the bra strauss a prickly quilt, and the Thittle Ig was just settling down nicely when along came the wig-wad bull. And he docked on the door and said, Thittle Ig, let me come in. Not by the chair of my henny and hen sig. Very well with the soof. Then I shall huff, and I'll puff, and I'll puff, and I'll huff, and I'll hold your blouse in. Well, he huffed, and he puffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he hewed the blouse in, and he ate up that Thittle Ig. And that was the end of the first Thittle Ig. Well, the second Thittle Ig stilled his blouse with hicks. And he was just putting the timishing futches to the Kindle Whartons when along came that wig-wad buff. He docked on the door and said, Thittle Ig, let me come in. Not by the chair of my henny and hen sig. Very well, with the soof. Then I shall huff, and I'll puff, and I'll puff, and I'll huff, and I'll hold your blouse in. Well, he huffed, and he puffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, and he hewed that blouse in, and he ate up that Thittle Ig. And that was the end of the second Thittle Ig. Well, the third Thittle Ig held his blouse with hicks. Now, it took much longer to build than the bra strauss or the strauss of hicks. And he was just putting the brass flick in place when along came that wig-wad buck. He docked on the door and said, Thittle Ig, let me come in. Not by the chair of my henny and hen sig. Very well, with the soof. Then I shall huff, and I'll puff, and I'll puff, and I'll huff, and I'll hold your blouse in. Well, he huffed, and he puffed, and he puffed, and he huffed, but he couldn't hold that blouse in. That Pat Thittle Ig just sat safe inside, hat, thumb, and dappy. It'll do you no hood to guide, with the soof. I shall some count the dimney. Well, hummockhead, sig, and he put a pig water botter on the bar to foil, and the wig-wad book shame count the dimney and ran it right in the water pulling botter. And well, the Thittle Ig had stuff woo for dinner that night. And that was the end of the wig-wad book.